Hi, it's Arlene, host of the Ask Arlene Show. It's a pleasure to spend these 29 minutes with you today. Listen, I'm going to share with you 5 secret tips and tools for you to make the most important decision of your entire life, okay? And today we also have a special show because we have Miss Sweeney on with us, who is a life coach in the area of love, okay? So you can go where you want to go, you can do what you want to do, and you can be who you want to be in the world. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Arlene, host of the television talk show Ask Arlene, which airs on Thursdays at 6:30. And as a business consultant and life coach, I help you to move forward in your business, project, or endeavor. So if you always wanted to write a book, but you just haven't seemed to get started, or you always wanted to 10x that business that you already have, expand it to the next level, you know exactly what you need to do, but you just haven't done it? Well, I've already purchased all the courses, read all the books, the Tony Robbins, all sorts. I have several degrees, including a master's degree and credits toward a doctorate. I've sat with and met celebrities and done the networking. And what I realized is what I really needed was a mastermind group of people working toward my project, my business, or my endeavor. So what I've done is met with coaches and met with experts and put them together to work on your project. So join us today for our Mastermind networking group. I'll see you there. Click the link below and join us.
Hi, and welcome back. So today we have a special show for you. As I said, we're going to talk about the 5 secrets that you need in order to make the most important decision of your entire life. We have with us today a special guest, the ambassador of love herself, which is Merrilee Sweeney. And we are going to be telling you these 5 secrets, okay? Plus, we're going to have some exciting things because she's going to share with you the game that she has on love. All right, so let's get started. Secret number 1. The most important decision that you'll have to make in your entire life is not the decision as to what college you're going to attend. It's not the decision as to what career you're going to have. It's not the decision of any of the things that people usually talk about as the most important decision. The most important decision that you make in your entire life is that decision of who you're going to love, okay? The decision of who it is that you are going to make your life partner. Because you can go to the greatest college and have the greatest degree and have the greatest job, get together and connect with someone who does not support you at all, and you end up losing it all. Your mind, your life sometimes, or maybe not as drastic as your entire life, but really you lose the entire career. So I'm here today to help you to cultivate these 5 skills, all right? First step, just what we've been talking about. It is, drum roll please, make sure that that person supports your business or supports your career. This may sound like it's a no-brainer, it's so simple, but guys, this is really serious. So I have a client who has been married for over 18 years. This young lady went to an awesome university. She spent her money, she spent her time. She got hired at a big 6 accounting firm. Okay, she was at the top of her career considering she was just entering. You know, she's one of the best and the brightest. So she gets married. She's so happy. They have a beautiful wedding. And then afterwards, she finds out that her husband doesn't want her to work. So for 18 years, this lady has not worked. So her friends thought that she wasn't working because she just really wanted to be home, which is fine. Some people want to be homemakers, and that's perfectly fine. But make sure prior to entering into this relationship that you guys are both on the same page. So after 18 years of marriage, okay, I want to say blissful marriage, but I don't know if she'd say blissful marriage. We find out that she has always wanted to go back and pursue her career. So now her kids are grown. She and the husband are at war because she wants to go back and pursue her career. Her kids are big. So why not? He never intended to have his wife do that. And right now, they're not only at odds, but there are the courts involved. There are all sorts of restraining orders involved. And I'm sharing this with you to say, had they had a sit-down conversation on the front end and decided exactly what they were going to do career-wise, perhaps they may not be in this situation now 18 years later and needing a coach and needing somebody to help to resolve the issues. So the most important thing is to make sure that that person you're marrying supports your business or supports your career. So let's say it's a business. Many of you who know that you are in a business, okay, Grant Cardone, I love to hear his story. He said he was married to his business for most of his years until the age of 40. Okay, he invested everything that he had. He's a very well-known business owner, makes millions, maybe at this point, billions. But he didn't get married until he had gotten to the place in his business that he felt he could now invite his family. Okay, invite a partner. So think about these things when you're connecting with that ultimate relationship. Okay, guys? And now we want to tell you secret number 2, because we're running against the clock and my team has put it down there, I guess, to tell me it's time to move on. So make a viable contribution to the relationship. Make sure that the person that you're marrying or the person that you're connecting with as your life's partner is making a viable contribution. Now, it doesn't have to be a financial contribution, but it does need to be some contribution that you deem valuable because you're the person in the relationship with them. Okay, so it needs to be something that you deem valuable so that you guys together can move forward. All right, otherwise you're going to be unhappy or the other party is going to be unhappy. So make sure that you know each person's contribution up front. So, for example, I'm going to give you my story. I was married in my first marriage to an accountant. So I knew his role was to do the accounting in the relationship. He was going to pay the bills, and I was not going to pay the bills. Yes, I made the money too, but he paid the bills. So at least that was one thing that we didn't have to argue about. Now, I said first marriage, so yes, we argued about other things, but that wasn't one of them, okay? Determine that the person brings something to the table other than good looks and beauty, and or in the case of the guy, you know, he's got great abs, and no. The person must bring a contribution to the relationship. Determine what that is in your mind ahead of time, and then be able to move forward. Everybody has to do something or bring something, even if it's a small thing. Contribution is essential because that's what is the key thing why many of these relationships do not move forward in the way that they should. Okay, so tell you another story. This woman is married to this beautiful, wonderful, wealthy gentleman. Okay, and she does not contribute financially. She does not contribute to the household because they don't have any kids, okay? But she is a great cook. So she is the one that is in charge of the culinary arts in the home. So that's her contribution. Everybody has something. But if you don't cook and you don't earn funds and you don't take care of kids and you don't find something that you contribute to in the relationship, and he has to find something that he contributes to the relationship with as well. All right, moving right along. And you guys think, oh, well, that's frivolous. It's, you know, not a big deal. But guys, in the long run, it is a big deal. All right, so we're up to secret number 3. The person has to want to be in the relationship with you. Now, this may also sound like a frivolity, you know, like just a frivolous thing. But guys, there are so many people who come to coaching and they want to be coached in their relationship, but one party does not want to be in the relationship. And the other party is pulling them in and wanting them to be in the relationship so badly and wanting to counsel and wanting to gain coaching. And the other party clearly doesn't want to be in the relationship. Guys, if you're in a relationship with someone who does not want to be in the relationship with you, it's not going to work. Okay? Why push it? And sometimes too, when you take a step back and you let the other person go because they don't want to be in the relationship with you, they might actually come along and join you. Okay, so this is a key secret. You guys have to be not 50-50, but it has to be 100%, 100%. If you're not both at 100%, then chances are on the front end, you're looking for challenges. Okay, so now for you guys who are already married, well, it is what it is. But for those of you who are picking a life's partner moving forward, definitely look into the fact that you both have to want to be in the relationship. And if the other person doesn't want to be in the relationship, you're looking for problems, okay? Don't convince anybody to be in a relationship with you, okay? This life partner, this person that you're going to take the journey through life with, needs to be 100% in, just like you are 100% in. And I counsel, and well, not counsel, but coach several people who are business owners. And one of the main challenges that some of these business owners have is that the other half, the spouse, is really not on board. And so some of the things that they used to do in the past, maybe you guys were able to come home together at 6 o'clock and you have dinner together, but now you're a business owner. Now you are trying to advance your career. So now you're going to evening meetings. Now you are putting on meetings. You're putting on shows. You're traveling across the country to do your thing and to expand your business or to expand your career so that you can move forward. And now your other partner is unhappy because that's not what they bargained for. That's not what they planned for. All right. So we're going to go to our break. When we come back, we're going to have Merrilee Sweeney with us, who is the ambassador of love. And we're going to tell you the last 2 secrets. Okay. She's going to give us true insight into this game of love. And we're going to give you the last 2 secrets. All right. See you in a few.
Hi, I'm Arlene, host of the television talk show Ask Arlene, which airs on Thursdays at 6:30. And as a business consultant and life coach, I help you to move forward in your business, project, or endeavor. So if you always wanted to write a book, but you just haven't seemed to get started, or you always wanted to 10x that business that you already have, expand it to the next level, you know exactly what you need to do, but you just haven't done it? Well, I've already purchased all the courses, read all the books, the Tony Robbins, all sorts. I have several degrees, including a master's degree and credits toward a doctorate. I've sat with and met celebrities and done the networking. And what I've realized is what I really needed was a mastermind group of people working toward my project, my business, or my endeavor. So what I've done is met with coaches and met with experts and put them together to work on your project. So join us today for our Mastermind networking group. I'll see you there. Click the link below and join us.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
But you gotta keep going.
You just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a course online.
You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
Hi, welcome back. Okay, so the last 2 secrets. And we're going to have Miss Merrilee Sweeney to join us. So the last 2 secrets are being unattached. So unattached to the outcome. It's so important, guys, that when we're in these relationships and we put our heart and we put our soul and we put all of our attention into it, that afterwards we become unattached to the results, to the outcome. All right. And many of us find that part hard and difficult because if you have put in your time, effort, and energy, you want to ensure that it's going to come out the way that you want it. But the secret to the successful relationship, the secret sauce, guys, is to be unattached and to allow the other person to be who they are while you're being who you are. So we have with us today the ambassador of love. Her name is Miss Merrilee Sweeney, and she has grown children. She has 4 grown children. She has been married, and she is the co-author of the book and called The Game. And this book demystifies love and gives us the answers to life's dilemmas when we choose to play the game of love. Okay, so let's find out from her how to play the game of love and be able to move forward in our romantic relationships. Hi, Merrilee.
Hi, Arlene. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm ready for this. Let's talk love.
Great. Where are you?
In California.
Oh, you're in Cali, like me. Oh, very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so The last secret that the last two steps were, one, that you needed to be unattached to that love relationship, and then get a coach. So Merrilee is an ambassador. She's a coach. I'm a coach. Tell me, what are some of the things that you tell people they can do in order to demystify this love thing?
Well, it almost seems difficult to encapsulate the complexity of love because people think, who are you to tell me what love is? So we have to start at the ground level to understand what love really is. It's not an emotion, and it's not a perspective, and it's not an opinion. We don't have the freedom. It's an absolute energy field. It is a vibration. And so when you understand the vibration and of the creator, then what we want to do is we want to match that vibration so that we can actually create the life that we want to live.
Okay. That sounded beautiful. That sounded wonderful. We're matching the vibration. Let's make it a little bit simple for my, not teeny boppers, but for the early 20s, the people who are coming into this relationship, and they're a part of our platform, and they're looking for their ideal partner, and they're not really sure. What do you mean by you have to match vibrations?
So there's a behavior. Love is a behavior. It acts a certain way, and it's very, very high in our elevation of vibration. So in order to match that, there are certain behaviors that we have to exemplify in order to rise up to that and match. So when we are learning how to love, it's more of an accountability to something higher that we're reaching for, and not an accountability to our partner. Because when we reach higher to this vibration and we both do that, then we're what's called equally yoked. And it's easier for us to be successful in our relationships, all of them.
So if you're in a relationship and you are at that higher vibration because you understand that it's, a higher relationship and that this is really so important, but the other party doesn't necessarily realize that because they're just not at that level, can you work with that person to bring them up to that level, or that's not how this works?
No, absolutely. It's all it is understanding. It's getting a clear picture, a map of the behaviors that are going to help us to gain greater understanding about ourselves and about our partner, our business partner, our love interest, whatever it is, our child. It's all the same. It's a recipe that doesn't fail. It's for everyone. And so what I've done is I've written the book, and it's called The Game. Winning by Virtue, one move at a time. So it teaches you self-discipline, teaches you patience, faith, accountability, responsibility, all of these things that, that are kind of buzzwords that we don't really, it's like we know we should do it, but we don't have the how to do it. And so the game teaches us how by learning how to play this game. And there's a board, there's players, there's only two players, like chess, there's only two players at a time, never more. It doesn't matter how hectic our life is. And there's rules that are not to be broken. So most people are operating by these rules every single day, and that's how we're losing our relationships all the time, and we have no self-awareness that we're doing it.
Okay, so give us an idea of what some of those rules are, or some of those tools that you can use in order to have that ideal relationship.
Okay, so how about if we're going to start on the board. How about we start there first? Because yes, there are a lot of rules, but the board is what's more important, because what we're doing is we are learning to put pieces on the board in order to have a healthy relationship with ourselves and our partner. So the rules start to drop off little by little as you start to focus on just your pieces.
Okay, what are some of the pieces that we need in order to have the good relationship?
Okay, so in chess, whether you know how to play chess or not, it doesn't matter. If you've seen a chessboard, we can go with this.
Okay, great game. Love chess.
All right, so we're going to start with the king. In chess, the object of the game is to put all your pieces on and then capture the king.
Right.
Well, in this game, the object of the game is to put your pieces on the board. You don't start with pieces. So you're putting pieces on the board, but you're going to assume that your partner, your player, has a king on the board. And what that represents is their honor and their integrity. Now, too often, people lose that king in the first move, and they don't understand the behavior. What did they actually do to lose it? In that moment, the trust is lost. And even though, we make allowances for each other, we keep, we have to work together, we got to be together, whatever. You don't understand. There's not a king on the board and you don't have any pieces. There's no remedy for that relationship. You have to
Okay.
grow
So
into
if
love.
trust is lost, there's no remedy for that relationship, which totally makes sense. And you said honor and integrity are essential, completely makes sense, on board. What are some things that we can do so as not to lose trust in these relationships, since you know that that really is the key? Once
Okay.
trust is gone, the relationship is,
Is
headed
over.
down a slippery slope. So what are some of the things we can do to maintain that trust?
Well, we have to be cognizant of the rules. So, first of all, we want to make sure that we are trustworthy and really look at ourselves to say, am I? Because I'm taking it for granted, but I don't have any evidence to prove to anybody that I really am trustworthy. Only until we get those pieces going do we understand. So, for example, the rules. Okay. One of the rules is you can't defend yourself, no defending. So that's a tough one because most people immediately defend themselves for all kinds of reasons, simple reasons, big reasons, blaming, they make accusations, all these things we can't do. So we're used to operating by these rules and we soon find out, oh my God, I don't have any pieces on the board. I literally have no virtues. And when you start to realize how faulty, you are, I am,
Yes.
then you can actually learn to see where your relationship failed in the past, in the present, with everybody around you. You're looking as a spectator, you're looking at other people's boards, and you're like, wow, that's over. And you have to have the courage to walk away. You can't sit there and say, all right, well, you lost your king, let's start over. It doesn't work that way.
I think that's really something that's key. You said once those pieces are gone, you have to know when to walk away. And nobody wants to walk away once they've invested time, effort, and energy into a relationship. And that's why we're talking about this today. And it's so important because if we plan appropriately and we get into the relationship that is going to work well, then the likelihood of us winning is greater.
Well, okay, so what you said was losing those pieces, as in plural, right? We're not losing pieces. We might lose the king, and we might lose the queen. But what we're doing is we're working to add them. Either you have them or you don't have them, but you don't lose them. You see what I'm saying? The queen is the only one that you can actually lose and then get back in an instant. And that's because she represents your faith. In a moment, we could be fearful and then realize what we're doing and get her back on the board and correct our direction.
That sounds like a really cool concept. I know that in your own life, you've had your own challenges, and that's one of the reasons why you're doing this type of thing. Tell us a little bit about your background and why you're so interested in this game of love.
Actually, okay, so when we commit ourselves to love, I was married for 20 years. And, after that time, I didn't renew the contract. And so, had a calling. I just had a calling and I had to follow that. And basically, the word says throughout the whole Bible, it's like if you're reading it, it's all about love. That's all we've been told to do. It doesn't say go out and make a name for yourself, get a lot of likes and it doesn't say any of that. All you have to do is learn how to love. That is the key. That's the key to your success, to your abundance, to your continual joy, and to your security. So you are secure in every relationship with every move, everything you're doing, you know that you are spot on and there's no hesitation. You don't have to second guess yourself. I mean, what is that worth? It's worth a lot. It's invaluable. So with these pieces, what you're doing is you're literally looking at each one going, okay, I broke that rule again. I broke that rule again. I made an assumption too fast. I came back and I accused you, and now I'm blaming everyone and I'm defending myself. And, it just goes on. There's a lot of rules that you cannot behave in. That's contrary to that vibration. So for me, what I did was I looked at everything as, is that love or is that not love? Is that love or is that not love? It's not love. And in my commitment through all of my adversities, I chose to love. And in doing that, I was given a gift. And so I am a firm believer that our purpose, humanity, is to
About
learn to
love.
love.
Beautiful, beautifully said. And that's a great way to end the show. Life is all about love, who we love, how we love, and be open to love. But also, there's also a proverb that says, cast not your pearls among swine. So please use these tools, tips, and techniques in order to determine who it is that you should give your pearls to and who it is that you should love in terms of that ultimate long-term relationship. Thank you for spending the time with us today. I'd like to thank our guest, Merrilee Sweeney. I'd like to thank Danny and also everybody else who worked on the studio, on the show. And I'd like to thank you, our listeners, and we hope to see you in our mastermind group after the show. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Arlene.
Hey guys, I'm here with the team. We're at a wonderful venue, as you can see. That's my house back there. These are my beautiful flowers and my vineyards, you know, for my wine. Okay, all right. But why are we here today? Because it's all about cultivating the art of enjoying life. So the book, 10 Secrets to Overcoming Fear and Getting Unstuck, one of the key pieces, guys, is to begin enjoying your life. So if you're struggling to get up out of bed so that you can go to a job that you really don't like, where you really hate the people that you work with, it's going to be hard. Much more challenging for you than if you're getting up out of bed to enjoy a beautiful scenery that you enjoy and, you know, picking the grapes so that you can smash them yourself and turn them into wine. And okay, maybe that's not your thing. Great scenery, greenery, this is my thing. Beautiful homes, this is my thing. But what's your thing? That's what we're constantly talking about. The first secret, gaining clarity. And on the show last week with Tara Bramble, she shared that one of the key pieces, guys, is to have clarity in terms of what you want. And remember that clarity is an inside game. What are you exuding? What are you becoming? Because whatever you are is what you're going to attract. So if this is the lifestyle that you want, put yourself in the midst of it, which leads me to the second step and the second stage, which was visualizing it. And then the third step, which was proximity. So you've got to be close to it. Perhaps you just go visit it. Perhaps you find someone else who you know is living the lifestyle that you want to live, and you join yourself to that person. Okay? However you need to do it. Step 1, clarity. Step 2, visualize the end from the beginning. And step 3, proximity, getting close to the thing that you desire. So guys, by the next time we meet, you need to make sure you have in your mind, you've already formulated a clear picture of what it is that you desire. And hopefully I'll see you here with me. Cheers.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
Well, I've been there.
I've been there.
But you gotta keep
You
going.
just need the right skills. Find an apprenticeship.
I found a course online.
You can do this.
You will find something.
You will find something new.
Name some things I'll be without you, good. Stop the growth, I bet you think you could. Said you gon' leave me, man, I wish you would. Yeah, I'm different, so I'm misunderstood. So I'ma always be good. Said I'ma always be good.